Let's figure out how to find the general solution for an equation. Now here we start with a very simple, that is sine function. Okay. Now what if you have something like sine x is equal to sine y? Let's assume, alright. If you have something like this, so then what we'll do is we can take sine x minus sine y is equal to 0. Now here we can use sine c minus sine d formula. So what we can do, sine c minus sine d, which is 2 cos c plus d by 2 into sine c minus d by 2. This is the formula. So when you take it, this is what you're going to get, isn't it? Now you can divide an entire equation by 2. Now here we have two possibilities. See, one of the possibilities is where you can say that cos of x plus y by 2 is equal to 0, one case, or sine of x minus y by 2 is equal to 0. Correct? Two possibilities. Either this is 0 or that is 0. Now, if cos of x plus y by 2 is equal to 0. Now, for what values can we have cosine as 0? Either pi by 2 or 3 pi by 2, 5 pi by 2. Basically, odd multiples of pi by 2, correct? So, that means here, if cos of x plus y by 2 is equal to 0, then x plus y by 2, this should be an odd multiple of pi by 2. Make sense? So, odd multiple, an odd number can always be represented as 2n plus 1. Take any value for n, 2n plus 1 is always an odd number. So, odd multiple of pi by 2. Pi by 2. Now, if you have sine of x minus y by 2 is 0. Now, for what all values of sine we are going to get 0? 0, pi, 2 pi, or 3 pi. So, any integral multiple of pi, correct? That means here we can say that x minus y by 2 is equal to n into pi. So, in both the cases, n is an integer. Whatever might be the value, but it has to be an integer. Now, let's simplify this. 2 and 2 gets cancelled, correct? So, in this case, x is equal to, so you are going to get 2n pi, first case, plus pi whole thing minus y, or you can just say this minus y, correct? Or in this case, if you take, then you are going to have, see, x minus y is equal to 2n pi, isn't it? So, x is equal to 2n pi plus y, isn't it? Now, when you combine both of them together, because x has two values, now which one is correct? So, that's why when we combine them together, then we are going to get x is equal to n pi plus minus 1 to the power of n into y. So, this is going to be the value for x. In the sense, if you have some general equation, say sine x is equal to, like suppose say if I want to give you an example of this one, suppose if you have sine of x is equal to, let's say sine of pi by 3. Now what are the values of x if I ask you? X is equal to n pi plus minus 1 to the power of n into pi by 3. This is going to be the answer. So whatever we have the value of y, we are going to use that in getting this equation. So what you're seeing, n pi plus of minus 1 to the power of n into y. Now this is what we call as the general solution for one trigonometric function, that is sin x function. Likewise, we also have it for cos and tan. So now we'll derive this for cos function. For cos function, we can say that cos of x is equal to cos of y, right? Cos x minus cos y is equal to 0. Now, what is cos C minus cos D? We are going to get in terms of sine, correct? Now, when you take cos C minus cos D, we can take this as minus 2 sine C plus D. Oh, sorry, in this case, it is x plus y, right? X plus y by 2 into sine x minus y by 2 is equal to 0. Now, minus 2, anyway, you can get rid of it. That's not much of a concern. That means now we have two things. Sine of x plus y by 2 is equal to 0, first case. Or what is the second case? Sine of x minus y by 2 is equal to 0. Two cases, correct? Now, in this case, x plus y by 2 is equal to n pi, just like what we discussed in the last part. Or the second part is what? X minus y by 2 is equal to n pi. So here we are going to get x plus y is equal to 2n pi, or x is equal to 2n pi minus y. First case. Now in the second case, we are going to have x minus y is equal to 2n pi, or x is equal to 2n pi plus y. See, first case we have 2n pi minus y. Second case we have 2n pi plus y. So when we combine them together, then we'll get x is equal to 2n pi plus or minus y. So here n belongs to z, obviously. Now this is going to be the case for cos function. So when you have cos x is equal to cos y, this is how we solve, or this is how we get a general solution for a trigonometric function, especially for cos. Fair enough? Now similarly, we'll do for tan. For tan function, we have tan x is equal to tan y. Take the tan y to the other side. We are going to have tan x minus tan y is equal to 0. Convert this in terms of sine and cos. Much more easier to do. Okay. So when you do that, sin x by cos x minus sin y by cos y is equal to 0. Now take LCM. You are going to get sin x cos y minus cos x sin y divided by cos x into cos y is equal to 0. Correct? Now multiply the cos x cos y to the other side. Or you can also say, look at the numerator. Sin x cos y minus cos x sin y. Now don't you think this is of the form of sin of x minus y? So numerator, we can say that this is sin of x minus y. So if this is equal to 0, then the entire term is going to become 0. So what we can say is sin of x minus y is 0, or we can say x minus y is equal to n pi. Correct? Or what do we get? You get x is equal to n pi plus y. This is going to be the general solution for tan function. So what we did is we derived for all the three, sine, cos and tan. Correct? So let's just do everything together. Let's write down the formula of all the three trigonometric functions together. See what we have for sine function. So if you have sine of x, then the general formula is going to be x is equal to n pi plus minus 1 power n into y for the first one. For cos of x, x is equal to 2n pi plus or minus y. Correct? And for tan function, if you have tan of x, then x is equal to n pi plus y. Now for all the three, one thing is common, that is n belongs to Z. That is, n is set of integer or n belongs to set of integers. Clear? Now, these three, they give you the general solution for a trigonometric function. Clear? Now, in the next video, we'll solve problems based on whatever the concepts we have learned so far. That is based on principal values and based on the general solution. Alright? So, in the next video, we'll solve problems.